from the Westminster bubble just for a moment to gauge what people think outside in the real world. And our reporter, Dave Harvey, is in Swindon. Dave.
Hello, Joe. Yeah, it's hard to imagine it, isn't it? But there are some people who aren't that bothered by economic statistics. They just want to choose a patio. And here at this building supply merchant in Swindon, there's plenty to choose from. A lot of Cotswold stone in this part of the world. And if you want to put it down, you need a man who's been doing it for about 30 years. That's Francis Saunders. Hello, Francis.
Hi there. How do you do?
Yeah, you've been in this game as a builder for about 30 years. How's it?
I have.
How are things now?
Well, in the 80s, fantastic times. Now we've come upon a time where it's basically a struggle. Pricing, you know, once upon a time we get like 4, 5 out of 10 jobs. Now we're down to about 1 or 2, and that's down to actually a real tight margin everywhere.
Everybody's chasing work and a lot of guys going bust.
Absolutely. Loads around my district, you know, and they're hanging on. They're fighting to obviously run the business and just supply money to run the workforce and everything like that.
All right, Francis, well, look, good luck with your business. I tell you what, Will Hutton mentioned there that construction has been down consistently. No worries about a triple dip in construction, not even a double dip, no. The building trade has been in recession, one big long dip since 2008. And a lot of the guys looking for work will come to STELLA's recruitment agency in Swindon. You run Mainline Recruitment. Stella, how is it for guys in the building trade at the minute?
We're finding lots of people coming in from the building construction trade, and the jobs aren't there, not like they normally are. They're having to deviate, take other work, perhaps in an environment they're not used to.
Well, like warehouses and forklifts and stuff like that.
Yeah. And builders like to work outside, they like to use their skills, and they're maybe not doing manual work, they're doing something completely different.
Bit of light though today, the rest of the economy doing a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now, there are some pretty senior politicians listening to you right now. Message for Westminster from out here in Swindon?
Absolutely. I'd like to see more support to people on minimum wage. I'd like encouragement to help people take the low-paid jobs and top them up so that they're out working, not at home on benefits. And for businesses, less regulations. Having lots of regulations at the moment, and it's a struggle.
Well, you've done my job for me there, giving us a bit of balance. So minimum wage, which is a kind of Labour thing, and a bit more deregulation, which is a Conservative thing. You'll be busy next week, though, because I tell you what, the big Honda factory here in Swindon next week begins the process of laying off nearly a third of its workforce, 1,000 guys leaving. Simply put, they can't sell cars in the Eurozone like they used to. The man who's been leading the negotiations on that really difficult process, Jim Diavola. Jim, are there 1,000 jobs for these guys in Swindon?
1,000 jobs? No, there's not 1,000 jobs. There may be a few hundred jobs, but those jobs will be low pay, part-time, 0 hours contracts, jobs that really and truly are at the moment are vacant because nobody wants to do them.
Now this is interesting, isn't it? Because we always talk about the unemployment number, a single number, in work, out of work. But what you're saying is it's the quality of work that's changed.
Oh, absolutely. The 800 people that are leaving Honda in the next couple of weeks would have been on £30,000 a year average in receipt of final salary pension schemes. They're looking for jobs that replicate that. They don't exist. Until that happens, things are going to be dire.
Yeah, they are indeed. But there's still this nagging feeling. Is this the world you live in? The world of endless lattes and people playing on their new fancy tablet computers? What are you playing over here, mate? You've got a game up, as usual?
I've got a car crashing game called Traffic Panic where you've got to try and destroy Big Ben and the London Eye.
And you love it because you made it?
I do, yeah. we made it at Neon Play and Siren Sister.
You're probably allowed to plug because it is free, and these are doing really well, aren't they? I mean, your whole industry, Ollie, only really appeared after the recession started, and yet people seem to have money for all this stuff, for the tablets themselves and the fancy phones.
Yeah, we were very lucky that we started the company in a recession, but the mobile app and game industry was actually booming, and there are so many smartphones now on the market globally that we export to 155 countries.
So you don't recognise this world of rubbish jobs and squeezed incomes? To you, it's all roses?
Well, no, we do recognise it totally, but we're lucky to be in a booming industry, and we need to encourage other small companies to start and grow.
Significant, I suppose, that these games are free.
Yep, they are free, and that's totally changed the mobile economy with the freemium games that people love playing. Interesting
stuff, and I suppose you've got to see the irony, haven't you guys? The real guys making real cars up the road are struggling. This man, he makes virtual cars, and we can't get enough of them.